Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Sir Drinks a Lot, and you're going, wait, he said he wasn't going to do another drink video. No. Okay, so I thought about a food video. That seems weird, but I want to talk about something that has been near and dear to my heart for a very long time, and I figured that it's time to tell you guys. And it's not, I don't know, it's not, this might rub the grain of some people, you know. It's kind of a thing where, imagine liking your generic soda and then having somebody who only drinks SodaStream. Or the groups drink SodaStream and you get like a great value or a cheap local drink. Everyone's like, oh, base. I like, and then like I said, this is gonna upset some people, and I don't care which side of the aisle you're from, but you know what? Just chill, okay? This is me. This is my life, and these are the choices that I like to make. Unfrosted blueberry Pop-Tarts are the bomb. I'm sorry. I don't care for frosted. I really don't. Never have. Usually when it comes to Pop-Tarts, I like them two different ways. I either like them toasted with a bit of butter on the back, or, oh, why is this not, oh, ow. Is that, okay. For a second there, I didn't think it was on. In the mornings, sometimes it was harder just to grab something to eat. Pop-Tarts. Blueberry, unfrosted. Actually kind of hard to find whenever, for a while. I was going through and I wasn't able to find these, like in any of the stores. Blueberry. I was like, frosted blueberry, fine. Unfrosted, get out of here. Now, strawberry, it was everywhere. It was just like, oh, we don't care about blueberry, but we like strawberry. Okay, whatever. Whatever, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so let me, this is what I use. I realize that, oh, he doesn't usually, shut up, I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear your whine, you know? If I wanted to know you were a little complainer. It's like people that like Starbucks coffee but can't handle some Folgers. You know what I'm saying? Basic, simple. That's my jam. Blueberry. Now, what I used to like, if I had time, was toasting these and putting them in, like putting butter on it. So good. Tell you what though, those right here, the toasted one. Ooh. That was hot. All right. Spread a little butter on the back. Let it melt there. We'll continue this conversation. I always hated those commercials with the toaster strudels. Oh, they pissed me off. Where the kid would hide his Pop-Tarts in the trunk or his locker. Ooh, that ticked me off. It also gave me the slightly unhealthy idea in my head that said accepting picky eating from children was okay. But hold on. Obviously, if the kid, like, I've had my stepson, or, yeah, they had really, really liked some things, and there are other things they couldn't handle. I get textures. I get the concept of that. But I think to a certain point, like, they didn't like Jell-O. Not a fan of Jell-O when they were really, really young. Got older, not a problem. Deviled eggs. I made deviled eggs one time. No, my mom did. My mom made deviled eggs one time, and we had him try it, and he bit into he smelled it smelled good, and he bit into it, he's chewing on it, and then he went bleh, just spit it out. I was just like, there's a trash can right there. Also, none of that stuff that is in that is bad for you. It would hurt you in any way, shape, or form. But you didn't want it in your mouth. This wasn't I'm gagging. This was I want it out of my mouth. And I was just like, that is my mother's deviled eggs. Also, to be fair, he was 6 or 7 or something. So it wasn't like a gut reaction. It wasn't just like instantly. He was like, yeah, just, and I was so angry. But I mean, obviously, I handled it better than I'm reacting to it now. But I remember being really, really upset by it. By the way, sometimes you're in a hurry. You gotta eat them raw. Take them, go. Not a problem. But good toasted, whole butter. So good. Anyway, and I understand, like, there's some grown-ass people who hate tofu. I hated tofu. I thought tofu was gross. Then I had some mabo tofu in Japan, and I didn't realize what it was. And it was cup tofu in this sauce. There's I think it was meat sauce. I can't remember. I haven't had mabo tofu in a long time. But it was so good. And I've had tofu that has been cooked so the texture is not so mushy. It was really, really good. Like, I hate liver. But I've had some breaded or deep fried, crunchy, and I realized it wasn't the flavor that was making me feel ick. It was the texture as I was biting it, and I was just like, okay. So when he reacted to the egg that way, I was more mad that he didn't spit it out into a trash can. He just popped it out right there, and I was just like, dude, there's a plate in front of you. Something. But I realized that, hey, you know what? Some people don't have the same kind of taste, not just taste buds, but just like I said, like I mentioned, the texture was just not something that he could handle. And now, I think, like, getting older, it made sense. I think I'm pretty chill with it now. Since I would make them, and they would eventually end up trying it later, and then it got better. But you have to deal with it. You have to express it. So when I see that, like, they're like, but this may not be getting my point across. So I will, I'll speak of another relationship I had. Because that's a great idea to like just put that out there. By the way, if any of my exes are watching, I'm not going to try to talk about you specifically in this one. But to be fair, some of y'all did shit that affected your kids. Like and it's not like you did it on purpose. So I'm not talking to you specifically, but just in general. When you have a parent who who dislikes something, say like, oh, maybe having a girlfriend who had a son or daughter who like the parent, the girlfriend hated peas, for example, or didn't like food touching on a plate, a flat plate where food would go. Food couldn't touch, even though everything on the plate is an itemized thing that has been combined with other things to make a meal, and all of those things are going to go into this face hole, and I probably should chill. Anyway, say the mother or the father, mind you never know. No, you know. I just want you to know. Female. That's where I... Yeah. Jason Momoa is kind of hot, but not... Anyway. She hated peas. Like, oh, gross. Like, she was just like, oh, they're so nasty. Her child would not eat peas. And you had to think, is it because he or she, the child, shares the same taste and texture issues that the parent has, or is it mimicry from learning and you have just taught your child to hate something and it's psychologically going to stick with them now? And how did you get that as well? Like, was that a learned thing, or was that like tofu? You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's gross. I got friends that, like, you say tofu, check that off. They're not doing that. They're not even going to try it, you know? But then again, like I said, I hated tofu. The idea of it. And actually, I'd been into tofu and been like, this is gross. This is gelatinous nothing. Well, tofu takes on the flavor of what you cook it with. So spices and everything. But anyway, it's like having coco de nata in an apple drink. The nata has a flavor, but it's also something hard in a drink that you have to chew while you're also drinking. Some people hate that. They think that's gross. I love the fuck out of it. But it's a learned thing. Okay, so just in case anybody's curious, I'm being a really, really basic person today with my PopTarts Unfrosted that you would stack in the back of a trunk of a car and just so you could get toaster strudels. Read between the lines. Colombian instant coffee. Medium roast. Medium dark, actually. Medium dark? My coffee machine broke. I had a simple $15 coffee, Mr. Coffee or whatever, and it's cheap and I could buy a new one, but I just haven't really gotten into it. You know, I haven't really just done it. And then I had to think of like room. I already don't have enough room as it is for stuff. I need a better organization system to put things in. And I think that would probably help when it comes to like pots and pans. So, and I hate shelves. I hate bottom shelves. You know, cabinets, lower cabinets. Oh, because there's a bottom. There's a bottom place. And the thing is that there needs to be a space for things. I get that. But like the bottom floor area, I hate that. That's like people that put their PCs on the ground. That's like, and under a desk. The amount of airflow underneath there with the fans going is terrible. I don't think that I'm right about everything. But sometimes it kind of feels like this ain't so bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It is a bit bitter than I'm used to. Even with creamer and sugar, it's still bad. And I try to use a little bit of sugar, not as much, so it's a bit bitter, more bitter than I usually like. But it's still coffee. Though I actually think it seems like it, to me, it tastes stronger in the caffeine area. Oh, that being said, I have other things I can add to it. But yes, no. Fuck your toaster strudels is what I'm trying to say. I don't mind a sweetened bun, cinnamon bun, apple fritter, something like that. And toaster strudels are okay, but the food waste of just opening up those and then the Pop-Tarts falling out. Also, no. They would be crumbled up from shoving them in there. They don't exactly have that. Those are probably all, obviously, fake Pop-Tarts. They were plasticky Pop-Tarts, I'm guessing. But, no. You don't just, they're shoving them all in like that. And it's like, just for a small pack of toaster strudels. It's like, do something, A burger is good with ketchup and mustard. Put some tomato on it. If I just whatever, if you don't like a McDonald's cheeseburger that just has the cheese, the meat, and the pickles, have you ever tried putting in some tomatoes and some lettuce? Having some at the house? Order McDonald's, put some lettuce and tomato in those cheeseburgers, because they're the basics. Not even the greatest in the world, but you can make a food better. And the same thing goes for the Pop-Tarts. Toasted, a little butter, mwah, beautiful. If you want a little cinnamon, that's fine. I'm just not a fan of Frosted, because one, I'm not a big fan of Frosted Pop-Tarts because I like mine heated sometimes, and it just seems like it would just be a mess. But that's just me. I don't know. But anyway, they get a 5 and a 10. Blueberry Pop-Tarts are the bomb. But I wanted to share that with you, just so we're clear. There are a couple other foods that I might actually do a review on just because I like them. My top 10s, things that I really love. I might do that. These videos might not be necessarily food reviews. They might be the food reviews, the things that I love the most. But anyway, you guys take it easy, and I will see you next time. I am Sir Drinks a Lot, and I am wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all, because you fucking deserve it. Okay? That's why.